What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of MechaWill Plays Horizon Zero Dawn. We're having such fun with this game. It needs no introduction. Let's jump right into it and not waste any time. If you've watched up till now, you'll be very informed on the events of the game and what we're doing and where we are. And if you haven't, well, suck it up, Buttercup. That's the way things are going to be, you know? You can learn a little bit from the loading screen right there. There you go. Shock is represented by that icon. Now you know everything you need to know about the game. As I was previously saying to just my Twitch chat, which, by the way, if you want to come and join any of our Horizon playthroughs live, now would be a great time to do it because we're doing PlayStation Month down at the channel. What that means for me is that means playing PlayStation exclusive games only, celebrating the PlayStation game PS5 launch lineup that will be premiering this Thursday on the 11th. It's currently the 8th, right? And we'll be covering that at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here live on my channel, which is fantastic. So come on by to watch that. Come on by at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time any other weekday to watch some Horizon content. And just recently, we actually started playing a very special surprise game as part of our lineup, which was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. A bright person may ask, you know, hey, MechaWill, why didn't you load the game up before you started recording or streaming? There's many reasons why. Oh, hey, I'm not here for this right now. Well, I have nothing to say to these guys. You know, we did what we needed to with the giant, you know, I don't know what they are. Alligators, crocodiles. What's the difference? One of them's a land animal, and one of them is a ocean animal? Or am I being ridiculous? It is habitat, though, I think that mostly displaces the two. I don't work for the National Geographic, okay? I can't help you with that one. So you might ask yourself, one might ask themselves. Those guys got me down a little farther than I thought they would. One might ask themselves what our goal is right now. It looks like we're stranded in the middle of nowhere. I see things I've never seen before. If I recall correctly, and it's very interesting that Zuckerberg decided to take the goal off of my location here. We're headed for Brontosaurus Rexy, okay? It looks like the real problem right now is going to be getting on top of this giant plateau. You know what? Let's try it out. They can't stop us. If you can't stop, won't stop. It's actually quite easy. So yeah, so we're trying to explore just a little bit, clear up a little bit of the map. I don't remember what the game plan was, but I think we were going to go ahead and do the main quest, but we just figured, hey, you know, why not while we're here? You know what I'm saying? Makes a heck of a lot of sense to me. Now, we're in a very dangerous part of the map. This is like the MMO that everybody plays, you know, and you find yourself in like the over-leveled area that you're not supposed to be in. So, yeah, Glint Hawk, sure. That's what you want to call it. So, yeah, so we had a real problem with the general populace here. I tell you what, we're not going to get bothered by it. We're going to try the tried and true strategy of running away. Yeah, some Sonic nonsense, who cares, you know? I'm just trying to get to my dino friend. I did not think it would be this difficult when I started the journey. You can definitely guarantee that. One quick tip. Hello, Mr. Cheesenip, and welcome, by the way. Good to see you. Good to have you. In case you missed the spiel, Mr. Cheesenip, not only are we in the middle of the PlayStation exclusive celebration month that we've been doing here on twitch.tv/MechaWill, but they did finally announce when the launch lineup of the PS5 is getting revealed. Maybe not the launch lineup, but maybe like, you know, the games for PS5. They call it the Vision of the Future or something like that, you know.
I think I'm in the clear.
Real marketing speak. And that's happening this Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you are interested in watching that, why not watch it with me? Because I'm going to be live streaming the event right here on my channel. And that means that you can join, you know, comment. We can kind of react to the reveals together. It's going to be like E3 in these dark and desperate times. We basically have to have a fake E3 to make ourselves feel better. So I'm going to figure out how to set that up. And then, yeah, Thursday at 1 o'clock. I'm very excited for it. I'm getting the feeling here. I'm getting that 2016/2013 feeling of, was it 2015, 2016? Those 2 years? The year of dreams, as they called it. When they announced The Last Guardian, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and God of War, I think, all in one show. And then the next year, they did, like, Spider-Man and... I don't even know. Last of Us, I don't even know. They had a crazy showing, is basically the point. Oh, and Shenmue 3. Like, basically all the games your mom doesn't want you to play. They announced, and they were like, hey, this is going to be dope. I don't know where I am right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was trying to get to this dinosaur. Apparently, it's impossible. So instead, we have found the Blazing Arch. This is owned by the NFL. They love names like that. The Blazing Arch. It's also a Doritos flavor. Take me up. Take me up. I want to get up there. Let's check out what's happening in this dark town. I don't play like the game wants me to play. Game points me in one direction, I go the other. You may call that contrarianism. I might call that, you know, a free thinker. A man with virtue. Please let me up. Is there no way to get up from the water? You can't do the little jump that everybody has you do? No worries, I'll go around. What's up, my dude? I guess I'll swim all the way around. I can see you treat your guests very kindly. Exiting settlement, the Blazing Arch. Re-entering settlement, the Blazing Arch. So yeah, so I think that's going to be fun. Like I said, I have a really good feeling that it's going to be pretty freaking sweet. And you may ask why, and the real reason is, the reason I mentioned 2015 and 2016 Sony conferences is because 2017 and 2018 and 2019, or just 2018, 2019, like the last 2 years of Sony conferences, they haven't had much to show, to be honest, you know? They had Days Gone, Ghosts of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, those are big hitters, but like, they kind of quieted it down. And so now the time is ripe for the plucking. Like an avocado you let sit on your counter for too long. Okay, we've found a place we probably should not be in. But let me remind you, the goal here... Oh, what's up? What's up, brothers? Oh, wait a second! What did we find, boys? We found the Shadow Karja. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are the guys that are being framed for... Like, these are supposed to be the bad guys. Like, these guys we should be attacking them on sight if we were following the story. Because the quest was telling us, hey, it's the Shadow Karja. They had slaughtered all these people from one of our quests. And here they are. They're just normal dudes. Just having a normal, rather static Fight Club. Everybody knows the first rule about Fight Club, so I'm not going to get into it, okay? Oh! But I tell you what, if these Shadow Karja, if they've got a way up to Dino City, I will be beyond happy. Also, while we're in this Forbidden Zone, why don't we just check out, see if you guys have anything, you know, really cool to sell. Like the Rattler. Pretty dope. Or a better Rattler. Yeah. Shadow Ropecaster. So we're aiming for all this shadow nonsense, right? And it looks like we can kind of afford it too, which is pretty cool. Shadow Hunter Bow. Is this just a better bow? We're gonna make some sales if this is just a better bow. Shadow Sling, Shadow Tripcaster, Shadow Warbow, Elemental Payloads. Can be modified. Shadow Blast Sling. Explosive bombs. This is not good. This sling is against the Geneva Convention, okay? It is not qualified for world warfare. Mr. Cheesenip, would it delight you to find out that you are breaking rule 1 right now, yourself, your very self, by even speaking words? And I'll say no more. Watch yourself, my friend. I'm gonna take my free sample box. Oh, camera got out of sync for a second. I think it's all fixed. Hard to tell. Do my lips look like they're moving with my mouth? It's weird watching your own lips. It's like trying to watch your own hand. Doesn't make sense. Human anatomy just doesn't make sense. All right, so what are we trying to do here? We're trying to buy a dope-ass weapon. The weapon I'm looking for right now, I think, is the hunter bow. Yeah? Shadow hunter bow. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me, right? Mr. Cheesenip says you don't care about the rules? Well, that, my friend, that impropriety right there. Hello, Minty Pup. It's good to see you. I'm roasting Mr. Cheesenip right now, if you don't mind, okay? That impropriety is the very thing that in a Fight Club situation would therefore place me above you on the tether pole. That's all I'm saying. The very blasphemous dictation, you know? Why am I roasting him? Oh, it's friendly banter. He knows. He started it. I hate to be a kindergarten kid, but the man started it. It's a fun time. Just you know, just give it a couple of seconds. He'll change the topic. He'll say, "Did you hear about this cool Nuka-Cola I got yesterday?" I'm just joshing you. You know I'm just joshing you. Anyway, like I was saying, we're about to get some dope artillery, not approved by the Geneva Convention. Shadow Hunter. Don't be said, Mr. Cheesenip. I am not in a position, honestly, to be roasting anybody in my chat. I need you. I need you like a bee needs honey. You're my only friend. Brings a tear to my eye. Them are fighting words? First of all, I would say them's fighting words. Because it doesn't... If you're doing the Looney Tunes, you gotta... Them's fighting words. You gotta do the Daffy Duck, okay? Or the Yosemite Sam. Is that Yosemite Sam? Them's fighting words. I think it's something like that, yeah? Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me. Anyway, like I was saying, we gotta get up to 500 shards. And this is where I say no problemo. Because what we're gonna do is sell... our pitiful hunter's bow. Now, give me a second here. This is a very tactical thing. I realize it looks like I'm just staying on the same game screen for 5 to 10 minutes, but it's very important that we do this correctly, okay? We can't sell the item that we need to make the thing that we want to buy. So we can't sell the Watcher's Heart. We need 650 shards, no problem, okay. What we can do is we can go over here to these bad boys. No. Excuse me, to my resources. In fact, we probably don't want to sell any of that, huh? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if we got enough to make this happen. We got 100 wires, that's 100 gold right there. I'm willing to give it up, I'm willing to give it all. For my country. And for that, I mean, for my own design. Minty Pup, of course you're my friend. Hey, we're all. I'm collecting you like Pokemon. It's a 1-by-1 occasion, you know. Minty Pup, I've just got you. You're the grass type that I've just got sitting, on my belt. First position Pokemon. Mr. Cheesenip, you're the guy keeping the back. You're the number 6, you know. You're the Pokemon that, like, is ready to evolve, but refuses to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the Pikachu that, like, just doesn't even want to be a Raichu. Just because he's, like, he just wants to be that way. And, you know, you can't control him. You can't change him. You just stick him on slot 6 and you leave him. He's the finisher move. He's the finisher move. Really don't know what I'm talking about right now. I don't think we got enough to make this happen, boys. I think that's a real shame. So we'll have to save up. There's no big deal. Well, we do have all this chill water. 50 chill waters. All right, check this out. How many shards is that, brother? 200? Okay, maybe we do have this. Metal burn. We're at 450. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now check this out. Metal vessel. We got 40 of these bad boys. How does that look? Huh? 614? We're almost there. We need some high-value items, please. High value. Some more chill water. This is probably a bad idea, just selling all of my resources, but I have to do it. I can gather more. I think we got it. Mr. Cheese is your friend. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. I don't have to point to the blood vein situation where he was attempting to mutiny me. A real-life mutiny. And take over my chat, you know. It's okay. You know, let bygones be bygones. It's in the past. You know what I'm saying? Let bygones be bygones. Anyway. We've done it. We've done it. We've got what we finally wanted to get here, which is the Shadow Hunter bow. What do you mean item doesn't fit? Are you joshing me right now? Here, sell this bad boy. We're gonna go back. Buy the Shadow Hunter bow. Say hello to Mama. I'm gonna put it in that left slot. And we're done. We're done. I'm sorry for staying here. They're gonna tutorialize me on a bow I've been using my whole life. Who asked you for that, huh? I'm a level 15 Seeker in Horizon. You know what I'm saying? This one's actually even cooler because it looks like we've got multiple types of arrows. Like more than one. Like 3. My math is correct. It's pretty awesome. At the same time, crafting. Go to that Shadow Hunter bow. Might as well throw in some of these bad boys. I know we can't use them really to their fullest extent. And I know we wasted our like really rare runs on the one that we just sold, but just the way things go sometimes. All right, so let's get ourselves back on track. I got to tell you, I think this guy right here, this guy was a mistake. His parents, they know it too. They just don't want to say it, you know? I'll say it for him. He was a mistake. You built a 15-floor tower in Minecraft Survival. That's awesome. Why aren't you playing Minecraft Dungeons? I thought that's the hot juice that people are on right now. Probably not say it's hot juice. Kind of makes me gag a little bit on the inside. All right, this is the one we're doing. Maker's End. Show me on the map. Oh, boy, that's right at the edge of existence, huh? Oh, so we're in the right spot. Is that right? Turns out I'm just a genius. Okay, if you say so. Looks like we're going to go right here and turn around. Of course. Of course. You silly monkey. It's sitting there ready for you. Minty Pup, I'm telling you, listen, you guys want to be real hardcore friends, just go play Minecraft Dungeons together. It's the hot juice. Everybody's drinking it. Oh, thank you for the host. Very appreciative. Very, very appreciative. And thank you for that on Sunday as well. It was a good time. Obtained shock wax root. Occasionally used for foreplay. Some of the sicker-minded individuals. YouTube's not going to like that one. Classic. YouTube's not going to like that one. That's okay. Listen. I'm not monetized on YouTube. You watch it ad-free. Send yourself over to my YouTube channel. You don't even need to be part of YouTube Red. No conspiracies. No targeted cookies. We only sell snickerdoodles on my channel. We only sell, honestly, here's what we sell. We sell the Girl Scout Samoas. The best cookie in the world. True fact. Minty Pup says she's glad she or he, the person, is glad to provide happiness. Okay. And right away we found our dinosaur. My man's got a big head. Try not to let it get to you, my dude. And some wolves at the same time. Think this guy's gonna stop me? I've got a level 3 nuclear armament slung across my shoulders right now. A purchased purple legendary rare weapon. The world cannot contend with me anymore. I have ascended to the next great plane of existence. Ascended. Minty, I don't want to say, because I shouldn't be guessing, but that was my guess. It's just, you know, you talk for 10 hours, eventually you have to make some rollbacks, you know what I'm saying? What about Thin Mints, Mr. Cheesenip asks? Thank you for bringing me back to reality. Thin Mints are okay. I think Thin Mints are overrated. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to come right out and say the number of people that I've heard say Thin Mints are where it's at is too damn high. Insert GIF here, you know, insert the meme here. How do you think we get up on top of that sucker? What are Thin Mints? They are a thin mint flavored cookie that is sold exclusively by the Girl Scouts of America. And if you've never had Girl Scout cookies before, grab a pack yourself when it's the season of. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get on the nuclear war zone Russian submarine. Let me up. Let me up. Let me at him. How dare this guy stomp on me like an AT-AT. Whoop. I don't mean any trouble, sir. I just wish to ride this stallion.
Should be a good spot for jumping onto the tonic.
You're telling me, brother. They're the best. And if you're referencing Thin Mints, again, they're overrated, my friend. I hate to say it. It's Samoa's all the way. It's clear. It's very clearly the number one. The fact that this guy took that long to find me is actually hilarious. What are you doing? What's your weakness? Your weakness is penetrating shots. We'll put that in a better way. Oh. Now we're at it again. Your weakness is electricity. Okay, I can do that. I can do electricity. Why don't you take one of these bad boys? Call me in the morning, huh? Why don't we switch to the Shadow Hunter bow? Whoa, I dodged, okay. You guys got a lot of health. Give him a couple of these straight to the temple. Picking a fight with me is not good for your health, my friends. It's like voluntarily walking outside on Thanksgiving. You're gonna get plucked, my dude. You're gonna get plucked. I got a nice strategy here. One that works better if I actually hit him. So let's try that. And then, there we go. Critical hit. Bob is your uncle. Just send him home. Send him home. That's never gonna work. Back up, back up. He knew it, I knew it, but he's also dead now. Rainbows and brownies? Yeah. It sounds very similar. May I mention that nobody ever talks about the Boy Scout popcorn that they sell? I know, because I was a Boy Scout and I sold popcorn in my youth. It's good. It's not as good as the cookies, but, you know, few things are. Why is there all this discrimination? To be honest, or I guess, to be fair, the Boy Scouts of America are not a very good organization, but all of that aside, come on. Sorry. I'm sorry, little one. Machine with one eyeball. But you've wasted my opportunity to get on this behemoth yet again. This is actually too much for me to handle right now. I'm gonna grab my stash here. Whoop. Whoa, we got a trophy. Totally done on purpose. I'm gonna grab my stash and run, okay? Minty Pup went to Rainbows and Brownies. It was a group of girls who did things for badges, went camping, helped, charity, all that stuff. Okay, cool. Mr. Cheese Nipple, were you ever part of an organization like that? I was part of the Boy Scouts of America. I became a Weebelo. I became whatever the heck is after a Weebelo. And then I quit.
Back to your business.
That was over the span of several years. Minty Pup, can I ask you a question? How about this? Does caramel chocolate crisps with coconut sound good to you? There's a right answer and a wrong answer here. You've never had a Pop-Tart? Well, you're not. You don't live in America, right? You're from the UK? Do they have UK versions of Pop-Tarts? Asking for a friend. I don't think you're missing out on that. Pop-Tarts. This is like the worst. I know because I had it for breakfast as a poor child in rural America. It's a horrible breakfast for kids and adults. Yeah, no, it's probably a good, Mr. Cheese, it's probably a good thing you weren't in the Boy Scouts, especially recent Boy Scouts. They got a lot of weird things about them. Again, it's probably why people don't ever mention the popcorn, which was the highlight of the experience. Truly, the highlight. There are so many monsters. What is that? That's so... It makes my voice go up 3 octaves. That's how you know it's bad. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me just grab this. Dude, this guy... Oh, he goes to the gym, dude. You can catch that guy on the chest pressing machine daily. You ask him, hey, buddy, why aren't you doing a split? Why aren't you doing a 5-3-1? Why are you doing all body all day? And he says, do you see the size of me? They wanted to cast me as the Mountain in Game of Thrones, and I told him no. That's who I am. He's called the Rock Breaker because he won in a battle with Dwayne Johnson. You heard it here first, folks. Get out of here. I was looking at a Twitter thread of a picture of potato wedges, potato chips, and French fries. And it was asking, basically, it was like, hey, what do you call these things? And of course, everybody from a different country called them something different. But one of the countries, and I would assume it's probably the UK, called all 3 of them chips. Or crisps, like crisps or chips or something like that. Is that what kind of lawlessness is running around your country? Is that the kind of... I'm just messing around. Man, it is hot. It is hot in here today. They never tell you this about facial hair. It's itchy all the time. I'm such a baby about it. I can't handle it. Aloy, you got a good life. You really do. You're gallivanting in the cornfields. It's a good life. You're hunting. You got this nice fresh water. And your world looks air-conditioned, unlike my world right now. There's no greater satisfaction than that. And she probably gets Girl Scout cookies all the time. I'm sitting here living my life in the heat wave of 1989.
Said he found the image of the woman I resemble on an ancient device.
Oh, she's saying
She's
actual
my
stuff.
mother. Why would there be traces of her all the way out here, so far from Noraland?
It's a great question.
I don't get it.
I wondered such things myself.
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do.
Oh, that sounds like a threat.
But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops.
You don't say?
To help you deal with them, have messages from equipment just outside the ruins.
Hold up. I got this.
Shoot location.
I got this. Check that out. There you go. All right, so we made our way to the, I guess, the edge of the map. The edge of the world. Which is the 6th Pirates of the Caribbean movie, by the way. And we're, like, searching for, like, our mom or like, somebody that shares our genetic line. She might not be our mom. Don't forget the time nonsense here. She might be, like, our great-great-grandma. She might have been, you know, the owner of, like, Pat's Bakery in, you know, a lower suburb of New York City. Way back in the day. Hard to say. Minty Pup says, yes, chips are what you usually have in a meal. Like IDK, meat and crisps. That just doesn't sound right. Meat and crisps. I guess I'm showing my own lack of culturalism. Hey, you boys want to go get some meat and crisps today? It doesn't really roll off the tongue that well. Like, I'll take the meat and crisps, thank you. Burger and fries. Fish and chips, that's a good one. Fish and chips does roll off the tongue very well. I feel very comfortable ordering a fish and chips, even here in America. And most of the servers know what I'm talking about. Oh, meat and... Sorry, I didn't finish your dialogue. Meat and crisps are the America chips, which are like snack food. I see. So like Doritos. Speaking of, by the way, we've got one of those right in our right ear. You can see our character model right now. Sponsored by the Dorito Company. Hold up, my camera's getting off sync. It's becoming like a Japanese silent film up in here, okay? Japanese dubbed film, sorry. The joke doesn't work if you get it wrong, dummy. Ugh. Doritos are crisps? Nice. I'd like to pick up some Dorito crisps, please. If I may, sir.
Still sniffing around.
It's not meant to be offensive. It's just the best that I got. It's all that I got. As the used would say. There's a band you haven't heard from a while. So deep. Excuse me, I'd like to buy some Dorito crisps. And if you know what, you could throw in a pack of those nummies as well. I don't know, what's other... You have other slang? What do you call, like, you know... jelly beans? I don't think you call them jelly beans. I'd like a pack of those jellies, sir. Something like that. That's a highbrow... By the way, it's a real highbrow accent, okay? You know, if, like, my fake heritage in the UK... I'm in the Harry Potter world. I'm speaking from, like, you know... the haughty, high-end level of, you know... the UK. That's where my made-up place of origin is. Oh, some sweets. Is Harry Potter fairly accurate? Can I just take the vernacular from that? And, pretend like I've educated myself? Get some sweets and some crisps, huh? That'll be 20 euros. I don't know the exchange rate. Probably not that large. That's like a king size of both. Anyway. This is very entertaining to me. However, the kids on YouTube right now that are watching have no idea what I'm talking about. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. This is one of those had to be there. Please watch it on Twitch. Whoa! Whoops. I didn't pay attention. Is the story of my life, as written by the Jonas Brothers. Get out of here. Listen, I play this game in one way, okay? In one direction. Huh? I do headshots or no shot. I would prefer to miss 99 times. Just like that. I'd prefer to miss 99 times and hit that one sweet, sweet sense of relief. Should have watched where you were going, my friend.
Got you located.
Got your dog. Thanks, Ratatouille. Where is this guy? You want to stop creeping in the shadows? I don't know why I hit his head on that last one there. I aimed considerably lower. There are other types of critical shots in this game. It's been programmed in. Sony would never tell you, dude. You use British pounds instead of, what did I say? Euros? I don't know. Listen, I'm not gonna... I don't know the difference. I'm gonna stay... Where do they use euros? In Europe. I'm gonna stop right now. This is not gonna... this conversation will leave me looking very foolish. Yes, can we... It appears this place has no doorway. How did you guys get in there in the first place is my question. Look at this thing. This is the 7-Eleven of the prehistoric era, and it doesn't even allow... You can't even get walk-ins. The guy built the place up around his body and has been living there his entire life. The only way to... the only way to make that happen is to do it that way.
No space.
No space. Okay, yeah. Story of my life. Story of my life. I'll take it home. Drive all night. Just to get away from this song. It's stuck in your head a lot. I can't help it. Oh, let's do it. Let's do a scan. Oh, it's gotta be like pixel accurate. No? It's not good enough? Okay. Just slow walk around here. Mr. Cheesenip, what's the favorite what's your favorite place that you've traveled to in your lifetime? In your young lifetime. Oh, you just scan on the indiscriminate block of 30 pixels. Okay. Okay. You gonna tell me I should know that by now? I'm gonna tell you, if you think I pay attention to anything. My kindergarten teacher thought I had ADHD. I don't. And I know, you know, American kindergartner teachers love to overdiagnose, but just saying, if that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what to say. Where's Bloodvein? He's normally here. That fool decided to just swim in his personal pool all day? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's also like 9 p.m. for him, so he might be sleeping. That is also true.
I'd have to ditch something.
Ancient toothpick. All right. You're begging me to clear up some inventory space. This is the part of the game I don't like. I'm gonna come out and say it right away. I don't like it, but I will do it. Here, we'll sell 3 of these things. Sell 2 of these things. And that's taking up a lot of space. We'll do that. How about that? Does that make you a happy, game? Does it feel like I've succumbed to your will enough? This guy's about to get absolutely destroyed. Whoa! I wanted a triple. I wanted the triple hit. Come back here. Thank you. They all heard that? I think that's nonsense. You're outside of your mind. It was 900 yards away. Meanwhile, in Skyrim, you shoot a guy in the freaking kneecap, and he says, oh, it must have been the wind.
Don't mind me.
Oh, you sound like a well-traveled young man.
I
Sweet. Oh, legendary. My weapon kit is full. I don't know. Like, I like the tripcaster. And I like the sling. I kind of like all these weapons. I don't really like the rope caster. I think that, like, holds a robot down. Or we shouldn't be holding them down. We should be lifting them up.
I'll put those to use.
Preach it.
Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We won't talk later.
Goodwill hunting, yeah? How about them apples, brother? I'm still waiting for Hollywood to make the sequel to Goodwill Hunting. But MechaWill, they already did. They already made the sequel. You just have to watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I know, I've seen the scene. It's hilarious. Mr. Cheesenip, your favorite place was Rome or Paris? I've never been to either of those places. Does this mean... So we've got, like, you know... We've got one guy... You know, who's been to Paris and Rome. Hey, this, no, not spoiled. Not spoiled. Cherish that. Many people wish that they could do that. And would definitely take the opportunity if they got it, you know? It's just your life experience. It's great. You know, we got a lady over here that thinks my British accent is funny. And then we got me, who doesn't know what the difference between euros and pounds are. I didn't realize I was at the low tier. I didn't realize I was the lowest common denominator of today's Twitch viewership. It probably happens more often than I'd like to admit. And tag this bad boy. What's up, brother? We're gonna tag that hostile human bad boy. Whoa, there's a lot. There is a lot of bad boys. We're gonna show them what happens when you mess with a one-woman army. Whoa! You fool! Get back in the grass. This guy. This guy. He's begging for one right to the dome piece. Oh, come on! How am I supposed to know he wasn't gonna die in one hit? How am I supposed to know that? Nobody knows that. I probably should have used the like piercing arrow there. So what's the Minty Pup says I'm from Wales, which not a lot of people know of. And that Wales has their own language? I don't believe it. I believe they have their own accent, and I'm very curious to find out what that is. Don't want to waste those. Is it something like this? Hello, I'm from Wales. I sound slightly different than my Harry Potter counterparts. Is it something like that? Don't laugh. If I caught you doing an American accent, our roles would be reversed right now. Save me. Listen, brother, it's your fault for not understanding I am a superwoman. I can do 20-meter high jumps. 3 times in a row. I've won the Olympic gold in my community 9 times. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where's Art?
Even more. Okay. I gotta be real with you. I love these kinds of fights pose no problems. They love throwing the like big guys out, but like 100 like tiny dudes, we got 0 concerns here. I would laugh if I died. I would laugh. Speaking of, let's heal up so that doesn't happen. Somebody please help Minty Pup. She had an aneurysm. I don't know. I'm not even gonna attempt that one. We're gonna leave that for the
Off you go.
VOD memories, okay? All right, who else wants a piece? You
Keep
guys?
watching. Don't let your guard down.
You guys are in for some real trouble, okay? I may have
What's that up there?
had a poor showing during Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and yes, it was during some of the highest viewership I've ever had. But I've learned my mistakes,
You
and I can no longer be stopped. What I'm trying to say. Oh, I really thought that would hit.
die, apostate.
Excuse me? Apostate? You're just saying things. You don't even know what that means. You don't even know who I am. I'm just a dude that walked up on your camp. Told you I would just get the one headshot, please. Thank you. Thank you. How does this guy not know what's going on? You see what there's a real level of unleveledness, okay? I could have said that in a better way. There's a real level of unleveledness. When I kill somebody and 900 machines jump up from the abyss to take revenge when I was 50 feet away, and then I do the same thing in my man's backyard, and he's like, nothing to see here. We're just gonna have our cup of tea. Dude, this is a spear. You're not supposed to... It's not a baseball bat, Aloy. Looks like that strategy did not work out for him.
Can see that.
You're laughing too much for it to be 3 a.m. 3 a.m.? 1.21 gigawatts? I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I've always known. But when you remind me of your time zone, it shocks me. Somebody want to tell me why? Listen, I'm not trying to stop the fun here. Somebody want to tell me why this is not working? Very simple. You just go all the way up here, and you say, "Hey,
Getting
Twitch chat."
soaked from melted snow.
Nope. Okay. For some reason, my my Twitch chat's been disabled on my feed there. I was trying to fix that a little bit earlier today. No worries. Hey, if you're laughing, that's what we got here. We got jokes. We got jokes for days. I measure my value in jokes. Every joke is a piece of my humanity, and if I don't make it to a certain quota, well, we're just a piece of garbage, and we got to try the next day. You know, pretty simple process. Okay, we're gonna send this guy. We're gonna show this guy what happens. Okay, when you don't pay attention. Never mind. He's a super genius within a 10-foot range. He somehow always knows what's happening, as long as it's happening right outside the kitchen window. Do some hard point here. What is this guy? This guy doesn't like heat. He does not like heat. And not the movie with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. That one, nobody likes. Oh. Nothing against Sandra Bullock or Melissa McCarthy. Both phenomenal performers. But also, what the heck were you thinking? Okay. We have taken a very solid hit here. We've beaten one of these things before. We don't need to mess around anymore, okay? It goes a little something like this. 100 of these freaking fire arrows. Whoa! Jeez. And then while he's burning, how do we sleep when the beds are burning? Midnight Oil. We stop referencing 80s songs and we take the fight to him. Oh, Bloodvein. Good to see you, buddy. I was just bad-mouthing you to the rest of my community. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. Ah! Garbage? Do you mean rubbish? Oi! Rubbish! Yeah, if I can say it like that. Look at these monsters over here. It's a pile of rubbish. That was pretty good. Hey, that was pretty good. Put me on like Downton Abbey. What's the hot TV over there? That's like it's like Doctor Who, Doctor What, Doctor Where, and the other establishing questionnaire shows. Doctor When. It's just a cheeky name for Doctor Strange. And you know, Cougarton Abbey, the British localized version of Cougar Town. I think we're in trouble here, boys, because I have not been paying attention to anything. And I am now out of all healing supplies. And my life is a joke. Let's try this again. Boom. Okay, all right, no, we deserve that one. We do. We do deserve that one. But we do be deserving that, though. That do be happening. It really do be like that. The absolute bodies in the chat. A great time to pull out the slogan. Very appreciated.
I'll put those to use.
I don't like the like deep fried meme half caps lock. But I'll take it as a compliment. Don't worry about it.
Damn it.
All right, guys. We're going to... Oh, what should we do about this one, actually? It's 7 o'clock. We're at an impasse here. I think what we should do, boys, now that we are at this conjunction junction, what's your function? Is we should swap games. We've done our due diligence in this game. We've reached a natural turning point. I hate ending on failure, but that does feel like the majority of my life. So we're gonna let that happen, and we're gonna switch over to. Wait, Bloodvein's here. What is Bloodvein like? Well, we'll probably switch over to Uncharted. I would hate to lose clientele, but what I'd like to do is throw up a banner for a second so I can switch games. It'll take less than a minute, so you guys can just stick around if you like. And we'll be right back with some Uncharted as part of our multi-tiered double-decker sandwich offering here, okay? It's like you buy this stuff a la carte. You go straight to the ice cream vendor and you say, hey, I don't want it packaged together. Give me the toppings one by one. All right. Cool, so we're going to do that. So we'll see you guys in just a second. I recommend, and this is what I do, just stretch, stand up, walk around, sniff the breeze. I don't know, that last one's a little weird, but you know, get some biscuits. Try that. Get some biscuits and tea, and some hot tea with some nice biscuits and milk, because we like doing that. We love milk and tea. It's delicious. Get some of that stuff. Set yourself up. Prepare yourself. And I'll be back in just a bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from our very short break that we just took. We're having a lot of fun here. I'm trying to figure out why my camera just today, has decided to be a little laggier. So if I'm dancing a little bit, you can do one of two things. You can laugh at me or you can join the party, okay? And I say number 2 is probably the best route to do because it wasn't designed for sudden movement. Hold up. Give him a couple wax on, wax offs. Give him the fruit ninja. All right, it seems to be working fine. I'm going to stop being a goofball, okay? Time to make stuff happen. All right, so unfortunately, if you joined because you just saw that we were playing Horizon Zero Dawn, unfortunately, you've reached the end of that segment. Of course, you can watch the VOD. Of course, you can follow if you want to be notified of more Horizon Zero Dawn. We're playing it basically every day this week. And we're streaming the PlayStation Live broadcast. I should say while you guys are here, if you guys are interested in watching the Sony broadcast that is happening, just announced this week for PS5, the future of gaming, their words, not mine. If you want to see the future of gaming, we are going to be streaming it here on my channel. We're basically going to do a screen capture of the PlayStation live stream, so everything will be up to date, and you can watch our reactions to it. I am very... I'm very into it. So that'll be happening at, like I said, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because the world revolves around California. And, yeah, like to see you guys there. That's this Thursday. Anyway, it's also made PlayStation Month a great, successful time of the year, because we're making June our month of PlayStation exclusives. So let's get to the one that we were doing before also. I'm going to have to edit this crap. I don't like editing.